All right, I just started the recording. Okay, so are you seeing the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me start. Okay, so see, this has to be an interactive session. Please keep your mics unmuted, and if there is no background disturbance, it is very easy for me to ask questions, and I need your answers. Okay, so first tell me this. I mean, let us go back to 2006, 7, and 8. Okay, when there was really good IT things that were happening. So tell me. So if you look at any web application that time, okay, any web app, okay, any application for that matter. So it used to have a UI, correct? Hello?
Please go ahead.
Okay, so it used to have an UI layer, okay, then it used to have the business layer where you have the code which will do, and finally it used to have the DB layer, correct? All right, so the customer will come, access it, he'll place a request, and it will go all the way and come back with the relevant data, and again he is going to interact. So it is going to be like an exchange from the UI layer to the business layer to DB and then back. Okay, now tell me this. So generally, guys, you know what an UI layer is? It is a front end. So do you know anything like HTML, or did you hear about these words like HTML, JSP, or ASP, or something like that?
Yeah, I heard. But,
okay.
I don't know any further.
No, I mean, you don't need to know, but at least you heard this, right? So these are the front end technologies, right? Now tell me this. In the previous scenario, maybe in 2007 and 8, when you wanted to have a UI change or something, what is the process? Say suppose my UI had one image here, okay? My UI had one image, it is an image, okay? And if I need to change this with something else like this, so what was the process which was followed previously? What was the process? Come on.
I don't know. No.
No.
I don't
I'm
have any
asking about,
okay.
I'm asking if there is a change that is needed. So first thing, the change will come from business team, okay? The business team will say, okay, we need to change this, okay? Then the business,
how the change happens, okay.
Okay, the business team will send out a requirement document, okay? We'll do requirement analysis, okay? Then we'll give our estimates, correct? Then they'll say, okay, then they'll come with some detailed design document. Then we'll do the implementation, then some testing, okay? And finally it is sent to production, correct?
Yeah.
So
any software cycle.
Any software cycle. This was typical in 2007-8. It was the most typical thing. Anything that was there, it has to go through all this. Correct?
Yes.
Now, seeing all this pain, okay, seeing all this pain, they came up. I mean, there were other technologies too, but see the beauty of Hybris. Let me start with the beauty of Hybris. So, what Hybris will do is, the business team, okay, if it feels that, okay, I just need to change one image in my page, it need not follow all that process. The business has access to something called WCMS, okay, Web Content Management System. Okay, I will show you the WCMS, don't worry. So the business can go to the WCMS and directly change this by themselves, because it is very straightforward. It is just cut, copy, paste work. You don't need any brains behind it. You just take off this image and put a new image and save it. That's it. It is visible on the UI. Now tell me this, how much money and effort and everything is saved in this process? Do you understand it, guys? It is a very easy effort, okay? So it is, and it is saying a lot of money for the business. Just imagine, the business need not wait for the entire cycle to complete it. If they feel to do something, they can go do it real time, and it is showing up, okay? So Hybris has this feature, and this was the first thing which business started looking at Hybris as a technology. Now, another thing. Guys, which is a famous e-commerce website you guys like?
Yeah,
Come on.
Amazon.
Okay,
eBay,
Amazon and Flipkart. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me go to Flipkart or Amazon or something. I'll take both examples. Okay. So guys, what is this page called, by the way? See, whenever you go to a website, what is the first page that comes up? Home page?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the home page. Perfect. Okay. See guys, Hybris is all about learning new terminology, learning the Hybris jargons. So I'll be using a lot of new words, but as I use them, I'll explain you what each word means. So it is easy for you to understand Hybris mean. Okay. Now I am on the home page. Say suppose I wanted to shop for mobiles, especially Samsung mobiles. Let me go here. Now guys, you see the complete list of Samsung products, correct? Samsung mobiles, correct? And
Yep.
on the left side of your screen, you see something called filters, correct?
Right.
Now guys, tell me what is the use of these filters?
You can actually go to specific.
So
requirement.
to narrow down to your product, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now this page is called as product listing page or category page. I will repeat the names again. It is product listing page because it has all the products listed, or it is also called category page because you have Samsung mobiles category here, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Now tell me this, guys. On the left side I have my filters, on the right side I have my Samsung mobiles, okay, all the products. Now guys, did you go to Amazon anytime?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the home page, okay, and say suppose I wanted to shop something like same Samsung mobiles. So guys, see this, let me go to Samsung mobiles because I don't need all it is showing so many other things, okay. Let me just go to Samsung mobiles. Brand Samsung, okay. Oh my god, something else has come up. Okay. So but can you see this one? I have my Samsung mobiles here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And on the left side I have the same filters. Don't you observe that? You see these filters?
Yes, yes.
So the category page across any e-commerce website is going to remain the same. Just remember my point. It is going to remain the same. On the left side you have the filters, on the right side you have the complete products. Okay, now let me select one product. Let me go to this product. Okay, same thing, I selected another product on Flipkart as well. Now tell me what do you see on this page, guys? So left side you see the product image, right side you see the product details, and if you scroll down you'll see the specifications, and finally you'll see the reviews, correct? Now
Right.
let me go to this guy. So on the left side, do I have the image? Yes. On I have some I mean like the basic details which are there, and if I just scroll down, guys, I see all the specifications, and if I just keep scrolling down, I also see the reviews. Now tell me this page is called as product description page, and don't you observe they are almost similar?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now if you see this is the common trend across all the e-commerce sites. If you go to any site, okay, if you go to any site. So guys, this site, I worked on this site, okay. So if you see, this site is done on Hybris, okay. And if you see, if I go to, this is the home page, okay. If I go to this one, this is the product category page, because our product listing page, because on the left side you have the filters, on the right side you have all the products. If I select one product, you will see the same thing. On the left side you have the image, on the right side you have the details, and afterwards you have a payment page. So any website, e-commerce website, okay, will have home page, then it will go into category page, then it will go into product description page, and finally after this it can be any other page like payment page, etc., 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 checkout page or something like that. Now don't you observe this is a common trend?
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, Amazon is there since long time, okay? Even Flipkart is there since long time. And most e-commerce sites that are very famous today are there since long time. So Hybris, okay, came up with the same kind of concept, the same concept almost. Everything is similar. You have a home page, category page, product description page, and payment page. Okay?
So what was there before Hybris for all these portals?
What was that? Before Hybris?
Yeah.
It is just a regular web application. A regular web application which runs on servlets and JSP or ASPs or something like that. So you have to write your homepage.jsp, okay, which will do all the stuff. Then you have to write something like category page.jsp, which will do all the stuff. Then you have the product description page.jsp, which will do all the stuff. And finally you have the payment page.jsp something. Now looking at all these common things, Hybris came up with the same kind of structure, okay? And okay, now tell me this, if, okay, if, now because we are on a functional batch and a functional, the question is for you guys, okay? If I change the, okay, if I add another attribute to product, say suppose I added, you guys, you know what an attribute is? Okay. Characteristics. Okay, tell me this. Okay, before I go there, let me ask you this. So tell me, if I want to buy an iPhone 7 silver color 64 GB, okay? Now tell me what all the attributes of this, guys.
Look, this first is the category is a mobile.
Okay.
And we have a company.
Okay. Then brand.
Then,
okay.
Model.
Okay.
Then model.
Okay.
Color.
Okay.
Then
memory.
Memory.
Okay. Okay. Now guys, whenever you look at any product for that matter, okay, not only iPhone 7, even if you take a t-shirt, okay, so t-shirt also it will be the same. You'll first look at brand, okay, then you look at color, then you look at size, okay, stuff like this. Now whenever we are dealing with things like this, guys, anything that, I mean, like the characteristics of a t-shirt, okay, you can call them as attributes. Example, price is an attribute. Color, if it is red color or black color or blue color, even that is an attribute. Then size, medium, large, extra large, this is also attribute. So when there is an, okay, tell me this, guys, if the business requirement is, okay, let us add a new attribute, okay, let us add a new attribute. Tell me a famous, okay, guys, you know iPhone 7 doesn't have a phone jack?
No. I think it's, yeah, that is this one, right?
Okay, iPhone 7 doesn't have that that 3M jack, okay, you cannot connect it through a wire, okay?
Right.
So now this is a new attribute added, correct?
Yep.
Now tell me on apple.com website, okay, where all will the impact be? Because this is a duty of functional analyst. Functional analyst should think about what is the impact of having an attribute and provide a solution, okay? I'll tell you, I mean, it is not providing a solution. He should arrive at certain things, certain assumptions and certain impact analysis so that he can pass it on to the dev team, okay? Now tell me, on apple.com, by launching the phone iPhone 7, what all impact will be there? Which all pages will have impact? Come on, you know the answer.
Product details.
Product details for sure, because you are dealing with a product. Yes, that is right. What about the other one? category page, because see, all the iPhones until iPhone 6, okay, had this jack. iPhone 7 didn't have that jack. So don't you think it is a differentiating factor?
Yeah, it's a major differentiation.
Yeah, and now that differentiating factor can be put as a filter. Do you agree that?
Yeah.
So somebody who wants to buy a phone, if they look at the left side and say, okay, with jack and without jack,
Yeah,
don't you
yeah,
think?
right.
Don't you
Right.
think that is an impact?
Yeah.
So whenever you have a requirement like this, the duty of functional analyst is to understand everything, okay? See, for a technical developer, it is very easy, okay? He needs to work on only single thing. But functional analyst, it is a very complicated role, okay? And I really appreciate myself being functional analyst because, I mean, it is a 360-degree thinking. It is not
Yeah.
very easy, okay? For a developer, it is very easy because I know where I'm supposed to work on. But for a functional analyst, you just hear one statement from the business and you have to develop the entire story beyond that. Okay? So, I mean, taking a functional analyst role, yes, it is challenging and it is very exciting. And the way Hybris has come up, I don't know about the functional analyst role before because I never played it, but the way Hybris feels it is, in fact, the functional analyst role is way higher and way important compared to the dev role, okay? I'll tell you why. Let me go here. So functional analyst is like a film director, okay? I'll tell you why. See, when a director has a vision, okay, when a director has a vision, the implementation is done by all the cast, correct? The casting does the implementation. If he wants one scene, he will explain that scene and the cast will do all that. But director should vision all that. He should have all that vision even before anything happens. That is the role of the functional analyst here, because you get an input from your business. You won't have much details, okay? You'll just get some input. Oh, change this. But you have to think what is the impact of all this, okay? Now, see, I'm just trying to set an, I mean, like, what do you say, a feel for Hybris. Now, actually, if I look at the Hybris course that we are going to deal, okay, let me open this slide, okay. So, the first thing in our course, okay, throughout our 25 hours of session, okay.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I see any screens like this? How it looks like?
Yeah, you can. I have everything ready, so.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So if you look at, I mean, Hybris out of the box has some screens, okay? Out of the box has some demo sites which you can play with, okay? So one of the site is electronic site, which I will be using predominantly to understand, okay, to make you guys understand. So this is coming out of the box. You can see it is localhost, which is running on my machine. This is the home page, okay? Now, tell me this, if I go inside this, what is this page called? Come on. The category page, because you can pretty much feel that it has the filters or refinements on the left side, and you have the list of products. Imagine I wanted to buy this product, I'll go and click on that product, and you'll see the image is on the left side, the details are there here, and don't you think it is more or less the same kind of architecture with Amazon or Flipkart or any other e-commerce is using?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a sample site, okay? All right. Now, any other, you have any specific questions here?
No.
No, okay, good. So I'm going to detail you what is the course about, okay? So first, okay, see Hybris, I would say if you understand the terminology in Hybris, if you understand the terms which Hybris uses, 30% of your job is done. Because if you understand it correctly, then you know what you're going to do. It is very easy. If you don't understand the terms, then it is going to be difficult, because if somebody says, hey, can you please correct that facet, you should know what a facet means, okay? So Hybris is more about terminology, because see, all of us have hands-on experience on e-commerce. So understanding e-commerce is not a big thing, but if you want to understand Hybris, you need to learn Hybris terms, okay? So first thing is you need to understand on the UI side, okay? You need to understand, you're not going to do any technical thing here, but you need to understand what Hybris is offering, okay? Hybris offers something called as accelerators, okay? Now guys, tell me, what do you understand by the word accelerator? Come on. Srini, you can unmute. Giri, you can please go ahead and talk.
Yeah, it is it's a kind of facilitator, I think. Facilitator.
Tell me this, in regular, you drive a car, right? What do you mean by acceleration?
Yeah, you can improve the speed.
Yeah, going fast, right? Going fast is nothing but acceleration, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Hybris out of the box will give you some accelerators using which you can write your code faster. You can develop the code faster. Guys, I have worked on project, okay? You see this website, that Celio, okay? It doesn't have any great features. It is just out of the box, but it took us less than 3 months to finish this product. Okay? So the reason why we were able to finish it is Hybris gives lot of things, okay? Now let me talk about what Hybris is offering, okay? Another thing. Okay, so now the other question is, so tell me this, guys. When somebody wants to buy a product, okay, and finally he'll go to the payment page, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Now tell me what exactly happens during payment. So you have the MRP, you have the MRP price, okay, maybe 100 rupees, okay. Then you'll have the taxes, correct, some 15 rupees, and you might offer some discount, correct, some 10 rupees. Now if the person who is buying has a voucher, guys, what is a voucher?
It's a coupon.
It's a coupon. Maybe he has a 5 rupee coupon voucher. So okay, now tell me this, when I wanted to make this transaction successful, I need to take care of all this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Hybris gives all of this as something called as service. Service is regular English word, service. Service is doing some help to others, right? So Hybris out of the box has something called as payment service, which will have all this internally, okay? So you don't need to do anything new. This is the advantage of with Hybris. If you want to launch your site, maybe in 2006 or 7, it used to take almost 18 months of development. Today, if you want to launch your e-commerce site, it is less than 3 or 4 months, that's it. It is so easy. It is so easy. Okay? All right. It is easy because it is using it out of the box. It is giving something like accelerators. Okay, accelerators will make our lives very easy. Now,
so the accelerators are already built and available for Hybris or what?
Sorry, I didn't hear your last few words.
The accelerators are actually built and available from Hybris?
Yes, out of the box, everything is available. Out of the box, everything is available. Okay.
Can we build something? Is it possible? Like, is it some kind of requirement we get from clients?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I mean, see, they'll give you out of the box with most of the stuff, but each client is different. Each requirement is different. So you have to customize it according to your need. Okay.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Now, it also gives something called as business tools and administration. Now, you guys, you remember I told something like WCMS some time back, where the business user can go and change what he wants to do. Okay. Now let me show you this, guys. So I am on the home page. Okay. Now let me go to the WCMS of this. So this what you are seeing is a Hybris instance, guys. Okay, Hybris instance that is running on my local. So see this. Okay. So just imagine we wanted to see the home page. Okay. We wanted to see the home page. Let me open the home page. Okay, guys, if you look at this template and if you look at this, they both will match. I'll show you how. See this. You see this Canon PowerShot A480 thumbnail detail. If I go here, Canon PowerShot A480.
Yeah.
Similarly, electronics homepage carousel. Guys, you know what a carousel is? The sequence of images that will be scrolling one after another. Okay. So imagine if the business feels they don't want this carousel. Okay. All they need to do is come and delete this. That's it. Now tell me this, in previous days, in 2007 or 8, if the same change was needed, how big of an effort was it? Don't you think it was a big effort, because the requirement has to come, the business has to look at it, and then estimations, then it goes to the developer will make a JSP change, and they have to do a build and deploy and stuff like that, correct? Now let me do this. If I delete this, are you sure you want to remove? Say yes. Okay. Now go here and refresh it. It is gone.
Oh, okay.
Now tell me how much easy it is to deal things like this.
Yeah.
Correct? So this is what is pulling everybody towards Hybris. Yes, there are other technologies which are competing Hybris. However, Hybris is way above in all things. Okay, I have been in Hybris for more than 4 years, and I mean today I can challenge Hybris is definitely market's #1, because the amount of the amount of stretch it can do. And see, it is an SAP product, okay, and generally any big company for logistics management and stuff, they are using SAP, okay, and because it is SAP product, it is so easy for integration, and your entire system is set up, your entire thing, your logistics, your backend, everything, your data integrations, all is set up. It is a very easy thing now. Okay.
One question, yeah. So what is the backend actually required? Is it mandatory to have some backend, or can we have standalone?
What do you mean by backend? I didn't understand your question correctly.
Like the product, or maybe price, or maybe the whatever payment you are doing it. Okay.
Okay, you're asking about what technology it is running on?
No, I'm not asking technology. Like, see, somewhere the products actually should be there somewhere, right? The
Yes.
policy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And the payment also will be stored somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and the customers, maybe vendors, everything, maybe customers here, right? In this case, customers.
Okay.
So the master data, everything, where it will be stored here.
Okay. So you can access everything. So it is a database. Okay. Everything is a database, because you're talking about data. It is a database, but you can access the database using this UI. Okay. You asked about products, right? See this?
Yeah.
If I go here, okay, and do a search, I'll have my complete list of products.
But is it in Hybris only?
Yeah, it is. This is in Hybris. This is in Hybris. Okay. However, you can integrate using Data Hub, or you can integrate using other things like SAP. Yeah, you can integrate with other, and the data can flow from there to here.
Okay.
Okay. We will talk about those integrations later. Don't worry.
Fine.
Okay. So you asked about the users, right? You see this: companies, employees, customers.
Right.
So everything can be managed here. Okay. Everything can be managed through here. Hybris gave you everything. Okay. Now, okay. Now let me stop here. Guys, did you understand what I did here? I didn't like something on my site, I immediately went and took it off. I don't need to do any deployment. I don't need to follow any huge process. It is so easy, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So let us go back to our slide, because if I start this one, I'll keep talking about it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
please,
now,
no problem.
yeah. So now after the accelerators and stuff, you have something called as content management. Now tell me, what is content? Come on. Hey, Vivek, is that you?
Yes, Ram.
Okay. Okay. Maybe you can also answer. What is content?
Basically, content is your, your product description, your product listing. That's all part of content, right? Which is
Yes.
on your website.
Everything that you see on your site is called content. Everything. Okay. So now tell me this. Okay. Okay. So Srini, what is a catalog?
The catalog is actually like list of what we call
Products. List of products that you wanted to sell.
Products. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And PCM is product cockpit manager. Okay. You don't need to worry about the words now. We will deal about it later. But you can manage all your products through product cockpit. Okay. Then product modeling. What is product modeling? I spoke about it. See, if you want an attribute or if you don't want an attribute, you have to take it off, right?
Yeah.
So you are modeling your product.
Okay.
Okay. Then what is bundling?
Yeah, actually combining whatever the requirements or the characteristics of the product.
Yeah, okay, okay. We'll deal about it later, don't worry. I mean, you just need to, I mean, what we are going to see here, okay, what is media? I just dealt with a media. I deleted a image. Image is media.
Okay.
Image, photos, PDFs, videos, everything is a media, okay? Now, tell me, what is business process engine? Okay, this is a new name, but it is a very easy name, because see, your email, imagine if somebody buys something on Amazon, he'll immediately get an email, right?
Yeah.
So that is part of the entire business process, correct? If somebody is buying a product, he has to get a confirmation saying, okay, we got your payment, we are processing it, and this is your product, this is the price of the product, and these are the details of what you're buying, and this is the address that we are going to deliver. So you are sending an email, right? That email comes under business process. Okay? Then workflows.
Yeah, also it's a workflow, right? Workflow is related to process engine.
Yeah, workflow and process engine are very close by, but let me tell you this. Okay, you have your e-commerce website and you are the boss of it, okay? Somebody tries to put a new product. So before they publish the product into the production, don't you think somebody needs to review all the product description and stuff?
Yeah, maybe that is a review and approval process.
Yes, that is workflow.
Okay.
Okay, and finally WCMS. We just went to WCMS and we played with it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
The content management system, right?
Correct, yes. Then let us look at commerce and, or I mean, as part of the course, what we are going to look is we look at what is search. You know what a search is, okay? If you want to arrive at a product, yes, you can do it a search, correct? And Hybris by default has the search engine called Solar, S-O-L-R, okay? Then let us spend some time on this word personalization. What do you think about the word personalization?
Or requirement, what is our specific requirement?
Okay,
So
let me ask you this. Okay, if yesterday you bought a pair of a pair of jeans, okay?
Yeah.
Next time you go on to Flipkart, don't you think Flipkart will propose something, hey, with the jeans, can you buy, you can buy this t-shirt or something like that?
Right, last time you would have last time you bought.
So based on your previous experience, you are driving your customers towards buying another product. Okay? So imagine if you bought some office supplies like files and papers, it will immediately start suggesting about stapler pins, pens, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. Okay. So now tell me, what is cart? Everything you add, your product will go into a cart, right? And you know what a checkout process is, correct?
Yeah.
And you have a payment. Now we have a lot of ways of payment. We can pay it through PayPal, we can pay it through credit cards, we can pay it through a lot of other things, okay? Now vouchers and promotions. Yeah, we'll deal in depth with them, but just to introduce you, like we are going to deal with vouchers and promotions and how to put them. Then subscriptions and entitlement. Tell me, what is a subscription?
Like you were getting product updates?
Not about, so I don't know what is in India, but in US we have something called as Amazon Prime. In India, I think it is Flipkart First. So you pay additional $500 so that you can get delivered all your products in less than 2 days.
So that's a priority something.
Yeah, priority kind of things, right? And then we look at B2B commerce. Now you are seeing a new thing called B2B. So tell me, what is the difference between B2C and B2B? B2C is business to client or business to customer. B2B is business to business.
Business to business.
Correct, perfect. Now, how different is B2B with B2C?
Business to business is actually like maybe just a vague idea. Maybe it is actually selling to other
Okay. So if imagine you are an iPhone dealer in Hyderabad. Imagine you are an iPhone.
Yeah.
So what you will do, you will write an email to apple.com saying, hey, you are launching iPhone 7. Can I get 1,000 pieces of iPhone 7?
Right.
So you will place a bulk order, right?
Right.
And the main important difference that you see between B2C and B2B is, see, there will be a lot of negotiations because, see, tell me this, if I buy a phone from apple.com as a customer, my price is different compared to a dealer buying iPhones, correct?
Yeah, it's a retail price or
yeah, dealer price and retail price. So there will be a lot of negotiations and quotes that will exchange. So iPhone will give you a quote saying, okay, for 1,000 pieces, we are ready to offer this. Then you will say, hey, can you reduce something here? And you can, I mean, there's a lot of negotiation happening there, okay? Then you talk about order management system, okay? Then you talk about customer service. Now tell me this, previously, like maybe in 2000s and 10s, okay, generally to have a customer service portal, it was a big thing, okay? It was a big, what I mean by big thing is, you have to set up a separate structure for them. You have to separate a separate website for them. You should have everything up and running for them, and you have to give them a separate database. You have to copy all the existing data from your production to there, and it is a bit complicated. However, Hybris out of the box will give you customer support, okay? It will give you something called as customer support cockpit. I'll show you that, customer service cockpit. So let me go here, localhost 9001/CS cockpit. Okay, by the way, what is the meaning of the word cockpit? Guys, what is a cockpit?
Cockpit is the place where we can do the changes, new, adding any requirements.
Okay, it is very easy. Yeah, cockpit is a place through which you can manage the entire thing.
You can manage the requirement or the demand changes, right?
Yeah, see, example, in a plane, the pilot sits in something called as cockpit, okay? And he can control everything in the plane through that cockpit, correct?
Yep.
The same is the word cockpit. So if you say customer service cockpit, the customer service agent can sit here and he can find everything that is related to orders, okay? And same is the word product cockpit. Now tell me, what do you understand by the word product cockpit?
Yeah, you can manage all the products, right? Actually, you can maybe create.
You can create. You can create. You can change the attributes, etc., etc., etc. You can do everything. Okay. All this is all okay. All right. So everything is a cockpit here, okay, and the boss of all cockpits is HMC. Okay, if you see all the cockpits, whatever you have can be, I mean, like all the data that you have can be manipulated using HMC as well. And for a big company, the HMC users will be maybe 1 or 2, not more than that. Okay, think about it, because you don't want everybody to access everything, right? Why do you want to give HMC access to a customer service agent? All he needs is customer service cockpit access, that's it. So Hybris gave this cockpit for a specific reason. They wanted to separate people's jobs based on the roles and responsibilities. They gave a cockpit. Okay, perfect. Okay, after that, okay, then we are going to look at some data integration. So how the data can get into Hybris? Okay, you can manually create it, you can put it through Impex. Okay, we'll talk about it. I'm just introducing you some terms. Okay, now tell me, what is commerce infrastructure services, guys?
So this is like integration with other like payment costs.
Perfect.
No?
Imagine if somebody puts in a credit card number, you have to validate it, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of integration is done through commerce infrastructure services. Good, very good. And finally, we have something called as with SAP integration. How can you do a backend integration and do product configuration, stuff like that, okay? And at the end of the session, I want you guys to be aware of certain technical terms as well, okay? So my previous batches, when we were dealing only precisely with the functional thing, people didn't understand certain technical terms, so I thought I should add the technical basics also here. Okay, so we'll just see what is architecture and how automation is done and how the data validation is there and how you have a reporting cockpit. You have also something called as reporting cockpit where you can build some reports and stuff like that. So this is the outline of the complete course. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
So here I think we will not call anything as a module something, sub-modules, like a content management, a commerce order, these are for sub-modules.
You can say them as modules only. It is just how you want to call it, but Hybris is telling, okay, use the word cockpit. You can say it as module because customer service cockpit or customer service module both means the same for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So any other questions, please go ahead and shoot your questions. I am done explaining what I'm planning to do in the next 40 hours or so. So please go and ask your questions.
Yeah. One question on the implementation of this, like what is the methodology? Is it agile, DevOps, how actually used?
See, generally all Hybris, today's IT industry is all agile, okay? There is nobody who is following SDLC. Nobody is doing that.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So it is all agile and generally, I mean, my project, we do a 2-week sprint. Okay? And, okay.
So typical cycle maybe you can say like it's 4 weeks or 6 weeks something like that?
See, 4 weeks will be too long because see, you're talking about e-commerce engines, okay? See, how fast you want your project. Generally, if you have a good product, you want to take it to market as soon as possible, right?
Right.
Okay. So generally they do 2 weeks. There are some projects which I worked on had 3 weeks, but 4 weeks will be too long, man. I don't think people, I mean, the business will accept for 4 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
But the thing is, how many people are using this Hybris? Because everybody like Amazon, Flipkart, Jabong, whatever, everybody using this Hybris.
No, okay, let me tell you, Flipkart has its own custom built site, okay? Amazon has its own custom built site. They don't use Hybris, but I can show you some examples, okay? I can show you a lot of examples because in India, okay, I showed you Celio, right? Okay. Now let me show you, there is another site called as Home Depot. Okay. Then
So
Guys,
all the big e-commerce.
yeah,
all the
most big e-commerce today, they are using Hybris. Tell me this, you want to develop and reinvent everything from scratch, or you want to just take up things that are readily available and use it? Tell me, if you want to start an e-commerce site, which do you think is easier?
And once you implement it, then what is the role of the hybrid consultant?
Okay. As I said, see, once we implemented, okay, during the implementation, say suppose you wanted to do some customization.
You're saying it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks duration, let's say, or 8 weeks max. So after that, what is the role of the hybrid guy? He used to look for another project, or?
No. See, you are thinking, see, I said we can launch a website as soon as 3 weeks or 4 weeks, but is it fully customized website? No. Even for the simplest of projects, see, requirements will keep coming. Once you have a base site, do you think Amazon launched their site like this on day one? No. They would have had a very basic site. They just kept on adding. So that is the role of developers and functional consultants. They will come in, I mean, you will get requirements, they will do the analysis and then come up with, okay, this is a detailed design that we are going to do, and they are going to implement it. So see, agile process is an incremental and iterative process. You cannot say, okay, in 3 weeks I am done with project, okay, I am relieved. No, everything will be going ahead with each 3 weeks you will have new requirements. Okay. Guys, I don't know if you have visited this site. Most guys in the US know, okay, homedepot.com, and this Pepperfry online, the furniture showroom, I mean, it's an online furniture shop in India. Okay. So this is also done in Hybris. Okay.
So Ram, they might not have SAP, but they can have Hybris, right?
Yeah, you can have Hybris. The current project that I'm working on doesn't have any SAP. Okay, they have only Hybris. Okay, all right. People who wanted to leave can leave. Okay, there's nothing, I mean, important. I have pretty much discussed what I wanted to discuss. So thank you. Okay, sure.
Thanks, Ram. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Bye. So, any other questions? Okay, Panindra, you're also leaving?
Vivek, can you let me know your email ID, please?
Vivek is already, he is already part of our functional batch. He just joined to gain some additional knowledge. That's it. He is already there.
Okay. Okay, got you.
What do you mean by only Hybris or SAP Hybris? See, what he meant by SAP means generally SAP has something like SAP HANA, or I mean the backend systems about like your DB or your logistic management or your order processing system. So that is all SAP related things. Hybris is a complete e-commerce engine. Okay, you can plug in and play with different things, like you can plug in with PayPal, and you can play, I mean, you can have a PayPal integration. Similarly, you can use some Hybris HANA, I mean SAP HANA into Hybris. You can do all that. Okay, all right. All right, guys. I mean, if people have no questions, I will call it. I will just stop the recording.